Hi viewers, I am Dr. Kavita. Please do watch, share, subscribe to my channel. In this part of the video, I am going to discuss about mesenteric infarction part 2. The question is, how does ischemia lead to bowel necrosis in mesenteric infarction? Ischemia leads to bowel necrosis in mesenteric infarction through several key mechanisms related to the lack of blood flow and oxygen to the intestinal tissue. When the blood flow through the mesenteric vessels is blocked or severely reduced, typically by embolism, thrombosis, or vasospasm, oxygen delivery to the intestinal wall is compromised. The intestinal mucosa is highly metabolically active and very sensitive to decreased perfusion. Without oxygen, cells cannot generate enough energy or ATP, leading to cell injury and death. The early ischemic injury causes the bowel wall to spasm and the mucosal lining to slough off. This damages the mucosal barrier, increasing permeability. As ischemia persists beyond about 6 to 12 hours from the symptom onset, the disruption of the mucosal barrier allows intestinal bacteria, toxins, and vasoactive substances to leak into the bowel wall and bloodstream. This in turn triggers inflammation, edema, and further tissue injury. The bowel wall becomes swollen, cyanotic, and eventually undergoes transmural infarction, meaning the full thickness of the bowel tissue dies. This necrosis can lead to perforation, peritonitis, septic shock, and death. Additionally, ischemia causes release of mediators that induce systemic inflammatory response and multi-system organ failure, which can occur even before complete bowel necrosis happens. In conclusion, ischemia causes energy failure in the bowel cells, mucosal barrier disruption, inflammation, and bacterial translocation, which together culminate in bowel wall death or necrosis if blood flow is not promptly restored. Medical students, what do you read about? What is bowel ischemia? How bowel ischemia leads to bowel necrosis in mesenteric infarction? How vasospasm or thrombosis or embolism affects bowel ischemia leading to bowel necrosis? What is early ischemic injury in bowel wall that occurs and leads to bowel necrosis? What is persistent ischemia in the bowel wall that leads to bowel necrosis? What are the complications of bowel necrosis? What is the inflammatory response, systemic inflammatory response, and multi-system organ failure which occurs in complicated bowel necrosis? Read all these. Thank you. Please do watch, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.